Well, what's up, Safemoon Army? My name's Ty, and today we're talking about all things Safemoon and what's new in the space. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, comment down below. Before we get started, I'm not a financial advisor, but anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. Sorry, I haven't done this for a while. Is this peaking right now? I think we're okay. That might have peaked in the beginning, sorry. This video is going to be a little bit different format than usual. It has been a crazy couple of months, and I haven't made videos for such a long time, and so the first part of this video, I'm just going to catch you guys up on what's going on. If you're not interested in that, go ahead and skip ahead, and I'll talk about Safemoon a little bit later in this video. But what has been going on with me, I started a new job at a studio here in town, or the town over, and they work with some really cool clients and stuff, and so I thought it would be a cool opportunity to do that. So we've been working with Huffy Bikes and Michael Bublé and Pepsi and like a couple of things like that. So it's been like a cool opportunity. I've been freelancing for the past 4.5 years. So this is the first time that I'm like working a 9 to 5 since I started freelancing. So it's kind of been weird to get used to that whole flow of things and that sort of things and figuring stuff out with my wife and like how to spend time together and that sort of stuff, because our work schedules are now like totally opposite. So there hasn't been a ton of time to put into so there hasn't been a ton of time to put into YouTube and making these videos, but this is something that I really do want to do. So first off, I think I am going to hire on an editor, because that's going to cut down like half of my time. I'm probably not going to edit this video really at all, because on my other videos I usually spend a lot of time chopping it up and making it kind of fast paced so it's more interesting, and then adding in some funny stuff. So if you're an editor or you know an editor that you want to throw my way, feel free to mention them, and I would love to hire somebody. The budget's not huge, obviously, because I'm not making any money on YouTube, but maybe someday it could grow with the channel. But I was just thinking today, like, we'd just keep this kind of low key, because I'm literally just gonna have a beer and chat about Safemoon, because I think that's kind of what we need right now, and also I don't have a whole lot of time to edit. And I think I did a poll a couple of weeks ago, and a lot of people liked more long form Safemoon content, and so I think this might be kind of the vibe. So let me know what you think. If you like the short and sweet stuff, I do like that about like JWK's channel. His stuff is all just like short, sweet, like 4 or 5 minutes, and like you get what you need and then you're out, and I like that. But then I also like Safemoon Joe. He'll sit and talk for 20 minutes and just go on rants and stuff, and I listen to every minute of it and I love it, you know. So and also, by the way, check out Safemoon Joe's most recent video if you haven't, because the intro is actually pretty funny. But I won't spoil that. So, yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now. So I'm going to try to do these. If I can cut down on the editing, then I can get these done in like an hour every morning. Do a little bit, like a half hour of research and then a half hour of filming, and then just post it, and then there's something that's out there so that the Safemoon community has something to, you know, listen to stay involved in the project and that sort of thing, because I like having that content too. It's awesome having something, you know, just to listen to. It keeps you engaged with what's going on in the community and stuff, because not everybody has time to hop onto Reddit or Facebook page or Twitter or anything like that. It's easier just to hit play on something while you're driving to work or whatever, and that keeps you updated on what's going on in the Safemoon world. And so I'm thankful for all the YouTubers that have like helped me, and that I've been able to listen to just in my free time, and so I want to be able to do that for other people too. So especially now, like, there's been so many YouTubers that have kind of just dropped from the platform, and they're not invested in Safemoon anymore, which I think has been kind of interesting to see, that the Coffeezilla thing has actually had like an impact on the Safemoon community. So I mean, obviously a lot of valid accusations came out, and there's been questions raised of people wondering like what actually is going on, what did go on in the past. And so I guess we could talk about that a little bit. I did watch all the Coffeezilla videos, and if you guys haven't seen those, I think it's worth checking out. But since the first video came out, he actually has a pinned YouTube comment on there that like a lot of his facts were wrong. Well, not a lot of them, but at least at least what was it? I'm trying to remember. It was just a number. It was like he said that there was 100 million that the dev team stole, and it turned out that only 6 million was missing. I believe that's right. But if that 6 million is definitely like a lot of money, but it's kind of a drop in the bucket compared to 100 million, you know. But at the same time, I don't think it doesn't justify anything. I think the questions that have been raised are totally valid. But also, I'm kind of the belief that John has been the good guy in all this, and he's kind of the vigilante that's come in, like kicked all the bad guys out. I kind of think that's what's been going on. And then Coffeezilla had a video that was addressing that, and he's trying to say that John is the bad guy, and he's like really trying to take down any area that he can of positivity in the Safemoon community. So it does seem kind of driven, or kind of coerced. Is that the right word? Like there's like some sort of a scheme going on. Like it just seems like very planned. And I don't know that the Safemoon YouTubers would be in on it either, but that would have an impact on the Safemoon community and stuff like that, seeing other YouTubers drop away from the project and that sort of thing. So it's obvious that that's gonna like do something to the project. And it's interesting that they would be so easily swayed by stuff that Coffeezilla says that's not even necessarily backed up by good sources. So it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird that it seems like there's something going on, like something to take Safemoon down. And I think with the whole Mandala thing, like I have past videos where I talked about Mandala and Binance and all that being a thing. So I feel like something big is actually coming, and I don't know, I'm just like spitballing. Maybe this is like some sort of a ploy to bring the price down so they can buy in a whole bunch because something else is coming, and then the price is going to spike, and then they'll make a ton of money. I don't know if that's the case, obviously, but it seems like that could be something that could be happening, that they're just purposefully dumping because they know it's going to pump in the future. And I'm not saying that the YouTubers are doing this, and I'm not saying, I mean, Coffeezilla obviously would be in on it if this is the case, but it's just, yeah, it's been an interesting thing. But I'm really such a fan of Safemoon still, and I'm still a big fan of John Caroni, and I think that, just knowing like what his parents' background, and they have like a background in philanthropy and the stuff that they're trying to do in the Gambia, I think he's actually trying to make a difference in the world. And so that's why I still believe in Safemoon. I don't think it's just about the money for him or for his family or for the organizations that are behind him. I think this is like a real project that he's trying to push forward. And I think, once he found out what's going on with the other guys, I think he was like, well, this is not what we're trying to do. And I think now that they're all turning and trying to blame it on him because they all got caught doing something, and they're trying to make it seem like it was his fault. And obviously they don't want to see him do well because he fired them. But yeah, I mean, it's all speculation. I obviously, like, none of us really know what's going on, and I think that does kind of suck. Like, I wish that John would come out and say something. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff at play right now. There's accusations and investigations and things, or there was an investigation. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff at play, and so if he says something out of line or posts things, they can be used against him in the future, or they can be twisted the same way that Coffeezilla twisted the stuff that Papa said. All that stuff can be manipulated and that sort of thing too. So sometimes the best thing is to just be quiet, and he does. You can see that they hired an HR rep who's now doxxed, and she's in the front of the company now, along with John, and so with her being in play, like, I think they're actively thinking about how to approach all of this, because John's he's not stupid, and he's not in the dark. Like, he's active online, he sees his Twitter feed and all that kind of stuff, and he actually reads things that we post and watches videos and all that kind of stuff. So he's involved in the community, and he knows that we're like wanting to hear from him. But we know that they have like good HR representation. They have lawyers and stuff like that. So I think there are reasons that he's not speaking out, and I think it's for the better of the company. So I think we can just trust that he's doing the right thing, and they're trying to make things happen. And I think it's all going to be okay, honestly. This past week, I mean, this isn't advice at all, but I bought the dip yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Yesterday. I bought that and then had a bunch of gains this week, which was I bought yesterday morning and then had gains yesterday afternoon, which was amazing. So yeah, I think there's still a lot of potential in the project. Mandala did say something about they're listing Safemoon on the 10th. I think they said the 10th. I don't have like my computer or anything pulled up right now. This computer I cannot get into because my laptop is Bluetooth and it's not connecting to the Bluetooth, and my other one is at the office, so I cannot get into there. So sorry. But yeah, so with the Mandala Exchange coming, I think it did kind of suck that they didn't like actually release it like they said that they were going to. We've been waiting since the middle of April and then the end of April, and it just still has not been coming. So now hopefully actually it will hit in May, and I think when it does, it'll be sweet. I don't think it's going to pump the price very much. I don't think we're going to see a lot of movement from that, but we might see some more volume, which will be cool. But I think the biggest thing that we can look forward to with that is the fact that they're going to be implementing global tokenomics. Not initially. Initially, they're going to have local tokenomics, which is just if you buy on the Mandala Exchange, any buys and sells that happen on the Mandala Exchange all of those reflections will go to you. But reflections that happen on Bitmart, if you're holding a Mandala, they're not going to come to you, right? So it's just local. But they're going to be implementing global tokenomics, which is incredible. That's when all of the exchanges that Safemoon is on, all of them will go towards everybody's reflections. And so Mandala is the first ones to like figure that out. Now, so once they figure out how to implement that, the most streamlined way to put that into place, I think it's really going to be revolutionary for Safemoon, because that's what we've been trying to do for so long, and what's been promised for so long. So I think once they figure out how to implement that, it's going to be that much easier for, Bitmart and DigiFinX and, all the other places that were listed to implement Glotox and to really increase the reflections for the Safemoon army. So hopefully we'll be seeing some really good stuff out of this, but I think it all just takes time. It's been a year now that we've been in this community, and it's been a really fun ride, and I'm excited about it. And sorry. But yeah, so I'm stoked about what's going on, and I think this is going to be kind of the vibe of the videos going forward. Like, I'm just going to kind of chat, and then I don't know how often I'm going to be able to get on here. I'm going to try to get back to doing every single morning as soon as possible, but I do want you guys to know I'm here for the long haul. I still believe in SafeMoon. I'm still standing here with you, and I'm excited about what's going on. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the day. So if you guys got something out of the video or you liked it, please hit the like button down below, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.